Hello, how are you? Uh, Today I'm going to start yearly past paper solution on the demand of some students, and this is my first lecture about yearly past papers. Okay, uh, I will start a series of yearly past papers from today, and these lectures will be totally in English so that from all the world students can easily understand the lectures. Okay, the first portion, first paper that I have chosen for you, it is about recent year, month, May and June 2024. This is 21 version of IGCSE physics. Okay, after that, I will start all the questions from this MCQs. The first MCQ in first MCQs. uh, uh, let let's start. In which row are quantities correctly categorized into a scalar quantities and vector quantities? You have to select that option in which uh, in scalar quantity column you have to identify which one is scalar, and in vector quantity column you have to select which quantities are vector. Before that, I have told you scalar quantities. I think you also know about that. Scalar quantities are those quantities that can be represented by only magnitude. I will write here uh, represented by magnitude only. Okay, magnitude. On the other hand, if you look on the vector quantity are represented by magnitude and plus with and direction, and with direction. You need direction to represent the vector quantity. Okay, so in that case, I will explain all the four options so that you can understand which one is scalar and which one is vector quantity. In first option, mass is scalar quantity. I like here, I will write here s, and energy is also scalar. We don't need any type of direction to represent that. On the other hand, if you look here, weight is direction dependent, so I will like here it is a vector quantity. If you look on the acceleration is also a vector quantity, because we need when our body is moving in specific direction and there is any change in velocity in that direction, then we define term acceleration. The rate of change of speed is called acceleration. If you look here, gravitational field strength, gravitational field strength is also vector quantity, and time is scalar quantity, and force is also vector quantity. On the other hand, we have electric field strength is also a vector quantity. If you look on the speed, speed is scalar. If you look at momentum is vector. On the other hand, if you look on the distance is a scalar, and force is vector. Then in last option, distance is scalar quantity, energy is also scalar quantity, and velocity is vector quantity. Velocity is that when you are covering some distance in specified direction per unit time, then we use term velocity. Okay, uh, speed temperature is a scalar. I have write all the parameters, which one is scalar and which one is vector. So you have to identify in scalar quantities, the pair should be scalar. It means your first option is almost correct. And D option is also, you can see, scale in scalar portion, both are scalar. This one is yeah, also a scalar. If you look on the vector side, these two this pair is vector, and in D option you can see first one is vector and temperature is scalar. So our option correct option will be A. Okay, you have to select that option in which pair is scalar, pair is vector. So it's a option. I hope you can understand what I want to say to you. Second question is that which name is given to the quantity of matter in an object? Quantity of matter represent the mass of the object. Okay, so it is very simple. I hope you also know about the matter. It is very simple question. I will not give any detail about that question. Okay, this is our second answer. Okay, now we will move in another question. I will remove all the answer. The reason is that otherwise you will see that circle on bottom. Okay. Now third question is that a body is moving from place X to place Y, where the gravitational field strength is different. What happens to its mass and to its weight due to the move? You can see, I will give you a little bit information about that. Weight always remain constant, either you are on the surface of Earth, either you are moving from the surface of Earth to the moon. It does not change. Quantity of matter remains same. On the other hand, if you look at the weight is gravitational pull of the earth. Second definition of weight is that uh, the force by which earth attract the body towards its center is called weight. Weight depend upon gravitational acceleration. I will write here for your information. W is equal to mg. Here g is the gravitational acceleration. Okay, its value change uh, due to height. Okay, on question you can see a body is moving from x place to y place. It means on where the gravitational field strength is different. It means on the surface of the earth, roundabout gravitational field strength or gravitational acceleration is 10 meter per second square. But if you are moving in vertically upward direction, then height is increasing from the earth surface. As a result, value of g is decreases, so weight will decrease. Okay, I will write here g depends upon the height, altitude. I will write here altitude, right? So when the g decrease, weight will decrease. Weight will decrease. It's very simple, right? So mass, you have to select that option in which mass is constant. I think this one will be the correct answer. Mass stay the same everywhere, but weight change due to the change of value of gravitational field strength. Okay, as you can see this in statement, gravitational field strength is different. When this is different, weight will be different. So C option will be correct. Your answer will be C, right? Okay. Next, our question is the mass the mass of an object is 2.5 kg. The volume of the object is 480 centimeter cube. What is the density of the object? It is very simple, but you have to check the unit also. The reason is that I have uh, told in some lectures. You have to in such type of MCQs, when unit is different, then you have to check the option. In options, you can see the unit is gram centimeter cube, gram centimeter cube, gram per centimeter cube, gram per centimeter cube. But in question, it has given the mass in kg. It means you have to convert that kg into gram. Then you have to solve the question. Okay, that you have to find the density. The formula of density is mass per unit volume. Okay, mass is given in kg. You have to convert in gram. 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. Okay, when you want to convert kilogram into gram, then you have to multiply with 1000. I will write here 2.5 multiply by 1000 gram divided by volume is around about 480 centimeter cube. So I will write the value of volume for 80 centimeter cube. Okay, multiply 2.5 multiplied by 1000 will be 2500 gram over 480 centimeter cube. I have to divide this rate. 2500 divided by 480. Your answer will be 5.2. It means your density will be 5.2 gram per centimeter cube. Your answer will be B option. Okay, it is very simple. Next, next question is four objects each four objects each have two forces acting on them. Which object is in equilibrium? Equilibrium means when you are applying a forces from different direction and are different type of forces in different direction, the object must be at rest. It means the sum of all forces must be equal to zero. This is only possible when force equal magnitude of forces acting from in opposite direction. That is very important point. So in first option, I will write the solution of everyone here. When two forces are acting in same direction, then forces are added. Okay, if two forces are acting in opposite direction, then forces are subtracted. This is a key point. On in first in that question, one is in 1 Newton force is acting in right direction, and 1 Newton force is acting in left direction. That so the sum will be subtracted, 1 and 1. The resultant will be 0. It means, okay, I will write all things, then you can easily understand. But in this case, both forces are acting in opposite direction, but the line of action is different. Here the line of action is same. I will write here the line of action is same. That is why they can cancel the effect of each other. But in that case, it will applying the force in that direction, and this one is applying the force in that direction. It means this will these a couple of forces will rotate the object in some in circular path. Okay, it will not be at rest. So this option is incorrect. On the other hand, if you look at this one, I have told you when two forces are acting in same direction, then sum of these forces will be added. So in that case, you have to add the forces. 1 Newton plus 1 Newton is equal to 2 Newton. It means this object will move with that 2 Newton force in rightward direction. Okay, so it will be not in rest or equilibrium. This is also incorrect option. If you look at here, these two forces are acting in left direction and both are parallel and in same direction. So you have to add both forces in that case. So it will be equal to 1 Newton plus 1 Newton is equal to 2 Newton. So it means the object will move by 2 Newton force in left direction. It means this is not correct option. So this is our wrong. So only first option will be correct when both forces are acting in opposite and in same line of action. And I have drawn the line, resultant will be 0. So it may body will be at rest and at equilibrium. Clear? Is it clear everything? Okay, I will remove all these things so that Okay, everything is clear now. Sure. Next question is, a ball of mass uh, a ball of mass m falls vertically and hits a hard surface. Its speed on hitting the surface is v1. It rebounds vertically upward with speed v2. What is the change in momentum of the ball? It is very easy question. I will draw here diagram. The question is that we have a ball just like that. This is our solid surface. The object is moving in downward direction. During this downward direction, its velocity is v1. I will write here v1. Okay. When it collides with that surface, I will make diagram. It rebounds in upward direction. Remember, the velocity is in opposite direction, so you have to write second velocity with negative sign because direction is in reverse according to this one. Okay, the mass of the object is m1. M, I will write here m, because the object is same, so you know you don't need to write m1 or m2. Okay, during first in that case the momentum of the object during downward motion is, I will write here. Okay, initial momentum is m v1, though, because product moment, the formula of momentum is product of mass and velocity. This is initial momentum. Second momentum, when object is moving in opposite direction and rebounds, in that case I will write minus with that rating because direction is reverse. So what is change in momentum? Change in momentum, you have to subtract both values. Okay, one thing more, when the object is moving in downward direction, it is accelerated. It means the product of m and v1 will be larger. Okay, when it is rebounds in opposite direction, some energy is wasted in the form of sound energy or any other thing, uh, heat energy also, and it when it will not occupy the same height, it will be little bit decreased. So in that case, moment the product of m and v2 will be less as compared to m v1. Okay, so it is, you have to, so when you want to find the change in momentum, you have to subtract uh, smaller value from the larger value. Okay, so it means this is larger value, this is smaller value. So I will write here mv1 minus mv2. Okay, uh, mv1 minus into minus will be equal to plus mv2. You have you can understand, you can see m is constant. You have to common, you have to take common m v1 plus v2. So this is your answer. It is option C. So our answer will be C. Correct? Okay. Next question is, a stone is dropped from a tall tower and falls a distance of 50 meters to the ground. The stone has a mass of 3 kg. At which speed does the stone hit the ground? It is very simple. I will again draw a diagram so that you can understand. A stone is dropped from a tall tower and falls a distance of 50 centimeter cube. Let's suppose this is the object is falling from here. Okay, is it okay? It is falling vertically downward. This question is related to the principle of conservation of energy. It means potential energy convert into kinetic energy and kinetic energy can be converted into the potential energy. In that case, when object is at specific height at the tower, it has potential energy. When it starts to move in downward direction, then its potential energy is converted into the kinetic energy. That means loss in potential energy is equal to gain in kinetic energy. You first of all, I will give you the detailed formula, what how to make a formula to solve that MCQs, because this the formula which I will draw is very important, because that formula is also used in uh, you can see in final exam also. Okay, I will write here the detailed formula. Okay, gain in potential energy, loss in potential energy is equal to gain in kinetic energy. The formula of potential energy is mgh is equal to gain in kinetic energy 1 over 1 by 2 mv square. Square you have to write in power. I will write here. This is the mv square. Okay. Now you can see mass is cancel out with that m. Okay. Second, remaining amount is gh. I will little bit space. Okay, and is equal to 1 by 2 b square. B square. This is a square. Is it okay? 2 is in right direction. 2 is in denominator, and it is divided when it goes to the left side. It will be multiplied with gh. So in second step, you can say 2gh is equal to v square. I will write here v square. Then you have to find only v. To remove this square, you have to take under root on both sides, this one and this one. 2 will be cancelled out with that. Root means square, and root square root, not root means square. And you have to put the values in that formula, then you can easily understand. 2 multiplied by the value of g is 10. The value of height is 50 meter. Okay, is equal to only v, because the square is cancelled out by square root, and you have to draw the square. So now you have to multiply all these terms. You will get 1000 is equal to v, and then you have to draw the find out the square. The square of 1000 is equal to 31 meter per second. This is your answer. I have told you all the details how we can make the formula and how you can find the final answer. Okay, it is very simple. Practice makes a man perfect. So you have to practice all the key points from your Cambridge recommended books. Okay, I will remove this one. Okay, next question is that this is our answer. Okay, next question. A coal-fired A coal-fired power station generates electricity. Coal is burned and the energy released is used to boil water. The steam from the water makes the generator moves and this produces electricity. Which row gives the name of the energy stored in the coal and energy stored of the moving generator? The question is that you are burning a coal, and by burning the coal, energy is released, thermal energy is released. This thermal energy boils the water. As a result, steam is formed. That steam of water is formed. That steam of water gives the movement to the generator, which will produce electricity. It means, and the question that is asked from you, which type of energy is stored in coal, and which type of energy is stored in generator. Remember, in coal, the energy is stored in the form of chemicals. So you have to understand A or B. C or D is incorrect because coal is not related to geothermal. I will give a little bit hint about geothermal, but coal, you store energy in the form of chemical. On the other hand, in generator, it is a mechanical part. When steam of water collides with the coil of the generator, then the parts of the generator starts moves, create a motion. Due to motion, we always asked about the kinetic energy. As I have discussed in previous question, the energy possessed by a body due to its motion, that's kinetic energy. It means our correct answer will be B. But I will give you a little bit information about hydroelectric mean the dam that is relevant to water dam. When water is moving from specific height to the downward direction from specific height, okay, you understand what I want to say you, in the form of slope. During this slope, after moving from the slope, the water molecules collide with the turbine, then generator starts moving, but it is not related to the steam of the water. Okay, so that is why it is incorrect option. On the other hand, if you look on geothermal mean, geo mean earth, thermal mean heat energy, the energy inside the earth, just like magma, lava. Okay, the energy inside the earth can convert the water of inside the earth into the steam. That is another type of power plants. Okay, so coal is not related to geothermal. That is why this option is incorrect. Okay, now we are moving towards the next question. This is very interesting question, and little bit conceptual. A man puts some ice into a glass of water on a warm day. After a short time, he notices that the ice disappears and the water droplets appears on the outside of the glass. Which two changes of state are taking place? The question is that this glass, what glass, what this is water. As you can see, you have poured some ice cube in, and after some time, these ice cube disappear means the ice cubes starts melting. Okay, and it's converts from solid state to liquid state, and some drops are appear outside the glass surface. The question asked from you, what is the process, how ice is converted into the liquid, and what is the phenomena by which these drops are appear outside the glass surface. So the reason is that during melting, ice start converting to liquid by absorbing heat from the surrounding, because room temperature is different. The temperature of ice is 0 degrees Celsius, so from surrounding towards the ice, heat automatically move due to the temperature different. That is why ice starts to melt. So this is melting. You can see B and C contain melting, but you have to check another option also, about drop outside the surface. In that case, the water drop that are available in air, that becomes condensed, and it converts, it start to convert in the liquid phase due to the condensation process. Okay, the vapors, I'm repeating the sentence. When the water particles that are available in surrounding in air, uh, that due to condensation process, they start to convert into drop outside the glass surface, because near the glass surface the temperature is very low. That is why they start to condense. So our option will be B. Your answer will be B. If you look on this one, freezing mean in freezing water can convert into the ice, but our question is that ice is converted into the liquid, so it is a melting process. In C option, they used boiling. Boiling mean conversion of liquid into the steam, but here is no question about steam. If you look on this is also freezing. These options are incorrect. I have give you all the detail of each MCQs. Okay, now we are moving towards next question. A gas of volume 200 centimeter cube is trapped inside a container by a piston. The piston is pushed to the right and the volume of the gas decreased to 100 centimeter cube. The temperature of the gas remain constant. This is very important line in that question, which illustrates the effect that this has on kinetic energy of the gas particles and the force per unit area. Force per unit area mean pressure. Here the question is asking about the pressure exerted by the particle colliding with inside the walls of the container. Okay, the question is, this is a gas trap container. This is the piston. Initially, the volume occupied by the gas is 200 centimeter cube and pressure is P1. I will write here, this is the volume V1 and pressure is P1. I will write here P1 pressure. When you are pushing the piston towards the right, it means you are pushing the piston in right direction. Suppose that it is now at that position. This is a piston. Okay, this is the piston position. Now volume is decreased. Particles are now very close to each other. Okay, as a result, the collision rate between the particles and with the walls of container is increases. As a result, force per unit area will increase, but how much increase you have to told about that. Okay, this in question you can see when piston is moving towards the right, the volume decreased to 100 centimeter cube. I will give you all detail. And one thing more, the temperature of the gas remains a constant. Remember, look at the options: kinetic energy and force per unit area. Force per unit area mean you have to give the detail about pressure. Okay, second pressure, he is talking about P2, not P1. Okay, I will give you all the detail. Remember, this question is related to the Boyle's law. Boyle's law says volume is inversely proportional to the uh, pressure. My volume is inversely proportional to the uh, pressure 1 over P. Volume is inversely proportional to the pressure given produced by the gas. And second definition of Boyle's law is that product of initial pressure and initial volume P1 V1 always equal to product after experiment. Product of pressure after experiment and volume after experiment. Okay, so initial pressure he has given you P1, this is, and volume is initially is 200 centimeter cube. 200 centimeter cube, I will write here only 200 is equal to, you have to find the second pressure and value of V2 when volume is decreased, the remaining volume is 100. Okay, uh, when 100 two zeros is cut by 20 of 200, the remaining side is P1 is multiplied by 2 is equal to P2. Okay, it means your pressure will be doubled. Your pressure will be doubled if you look here. The final pressure will be 2 P1 is equal to P2. P2 and kinetic energy. The relation of kinetic energy with the temperature is that kinetic energy is directly proportional to the temperature. It means when temperature is constant, kinetic energy will be constant. When temperature is double, kinetic energy will be double. But in that case, he has told you temperature of the gas remain constant. It means kinetic energy will be constant. On that, I have told you about when volume is decreased from 200 centimeter cube to 100 centimeter cube. The second pressure will be 2 times the initial pressure. So it means your pressure will be 2 times mean doubled. So you have to identify the option here. C. Kinetic energy stay the same. Force per unit area will be doubled. I have give you mathematical expression also. Okay. So I hope you can understand all the depth of that question. Okay, how we can solve this one. Now we are moving towards the next question. Which graph shows the relationship between pressure and volume of a fixed mass of a gas at constant pressure? This is also relevant to Boyle's law. Previous question number 10. Pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. Volume is inversely proportional to the pressure. Both are same things. Pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. If you write like here, so it is also correct. If you want to say volume is inversely proportional to the pressure, both are almost same. So in that case, when both quantities are in inverse relation, then graph will be like D. It's simple. You can see uh, at this one, value of pressure is high, and value of volume is almost is around about very low. You can see it is start of the graph. When you look at here, pressure is decreases, volume increases. You can see volume is increased. If you look at that point, pressure is further decreased, volume is increases. Simple. So it is correct answer. On the other hand, if you look at that, at you can see here the start of the graph. Pressure has some value, but volume is zero. This is very wrong concept. If you close a cylinder and you say there is a pressure exerted by the gas particle, but gas particle will occupy some volume, but the start of the graph is wrong because it is showing the volume is zero when pressure uh, gas has some pressure. So is it wrong? Or if you look at that, it means volume is zero, pressure is zero, and then the graph is increasing gradually. It means by increasing the volume, pressure increases. No, by increasing the volume, pressure decrease. It is the law. Okay, this is also incorrect. If you look at C, it is also a little bit similar with the B option, so it is also incorrect. So our correct answer will be D. So we are going towards the next question. Okay. During evaporation of a liquid, the most energetic particle escape. The temperature of the remaining liquid changes. Which row identify where these particles escape from and describe that temperature changes. What is evaporation? I will say you have to remember evaporation means conversion of liquid into vapors at any temperature. Um, At any temperature mean the liquid can convert at maybe room temperature, maybe 30 degrees Celsius, maybe 40 degrees Celsius, but it converts into steam or gas particles. Okay, it is different from boiling. In boiling, uh, the the liquid is converted into steam at boiling point when temperature reach at boiling point. For example, if you talk about the water, in the case of water, water converts into steam during boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. But if you drop some water on the road, or if you look on the rainy day, when rain stop and roads be easily dry up due to evaporation, because you are not you can say you are not giving an you are not giving you are not giving temperature at boiling point. Okay, it is automatically converted at room temperature from liquid to steam. He is asking about during evaporation of a liquid, the most energetic particle escape out. It means the particle are escape out from the surface. Remember one thing more: during evaporation, particles are uh, escaping the liquid from the surface. Okay, but in boiling, the particles escape from the bottom also. That is the difference between boiling and evaporation. The temperature of the liquid change, yes, when high energetic molecule escape from the uh, surface, and remaining liquid will have lower energetic particle, so we can say that remaining water has low temperature. Okay, and check the option placed from the particle escape. I have told you it always escape from the surface of the liquid, so these are two options. uh, then look on another option, second column, temperature of remaining liquid, it will decrease. So your correct answer will be C. I have give you all detail of the question. Okay, next is uh, wet clothes are put out on the line to allow the water in the clothes to evaporate. Which type of weather would cause the weather water to evaporate most quickly? This question is related to the factors affecting on the evaporation rate. There are I think 3 or 4 factors that affects the rate of evaporation. But the question is that you are putting the clothes in a line on on your on any surface. Okay, and to evaporate the liquid from the clothes, and you have to tell the most quick method by which your clothes can be dried up in short time. So you also know that in cold day, if your wet cloth can never easily dry up in short time. So A option is incorrect, B option is incorrect. Okay, cold, it is not possible in cold day. If you look on the hot day, in hot day there are two cases: a hot day with no wind, there is no wind available, no wind blowing, so it means the rate of evaporation will be decrease. If you look on D, a hot day with wind, so hot day mean high temperature. On height, when temperature is high, the particle can easily rapidly evaporate from the surface. And second case is, and wind is also blowing. The wind also increase the rate of evaporation. So D option will be correct. Okay, D option is correct option. Let's move towards another question. Uh, a solar water heater is designed to absorb energy from the sunlight. Which surface texture and color would be best for solar water heater? Basically, this question is relevant to those countries where mostly season remain on the winter season continue for long term. Okay, so in that case, solar water heater is used to maintain the temperature inside the house. Okay, sunlight. Okay, the question is that which texture color would be best for solar water heat? It means which color will absorb more heat energy from the sunlight. Remember, always mostly we says that dull black or simple black color, or sometimes we said dark color absorb most energy as compared to light color. But there are multiple light color, there are multiple dull color, so we have to look in for option which one is best and which one is worst. Dull black color is a good absorber and bad uh, emitter. It means bad reflector. Okay, it means the black color can absorb maximum energy. Good or best, you can write here best. This is category of best. If you, and it is bad reflected, means when light falls on the surface of black color, the black color will absorb more energy, and it will not reflect any light. Okay, if you look shiny black mean it can absorb, but if you look on the shiny word, shiny surface will reflect a little bit energy. That is why in that case this will be not suitable. If you look dull white, I have told you light color are good reflector, it is a bad absorber and good reflector. Shiny white is also same category, just like C. So best option is he asking about best for solar water heater. Heater mean if the water absorb more energy, then it will emit more heat. So A option is also correct. And one thing that is remaining, it is a good emitter also. Best emitter of radiation. It means uh, the black surface that absorb maximum energy, it can emit or absorb energy easily. Okay, so A option is correct. So next question that we are moving towards 16. The lecture, this is this in that lecture I will cover around about 20 questions, uh, and next lecture you can you will see next 20 MCQ, sorry. Okay, which statement about wave is correct? Wave is correct. Remember, wave transfer energy from one end to another end, but matter is not transferred. Okay, this is the definition of the wave. So first option is wave do not transfer energy, either energy or matter. No, energy transfer, but matter is not transferred. Energy can be transferred. So this is incorrect option. Wave transfer both energy and matter? No, matter is not transferred. This is also incorrect. Energy is transferable by the wave. Wave transfer energy without transferring matter? Yes. Wave transfer energy without transferring matter. This is the definition of the wave. And the wave transfer matter without transfer? No, matter is not transferred. So you can see C option is correct. Now, I think lecture is a little bit lengthy, so I'm going to wind up here uh, till 16 questions. In next video, I will try my best to cover all remaining questions. Okay, see you in next video. If you have any question, then you can easily told in comment, and you can also find my contact number in description, and you can contact with me whenever you want. Okay, goodbye.